Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the essential oil of Rosalina. Now you may not have heard of Rosalina essential oil. It's a new Australian essential oil that's only been discovered in the last few decades. It is part of the Melaleuca family, Melaleuca ericofolia, and this tree or plant is also known as swamp paperbark. So it grows near swampy areas in the southeast corner of mainland Australia as well as the island of Tasmania. It's also known as lavender tea tree, and this gives you a really good idea of what the aroma is. When the leaves and the twigs of this tree are distilled, you get this smell that is kind of a bit tea tree-ish and a bit lavenderish as well. And of course, being of the Melaleuca family, it is related to tea tree and other essential oils such as neoli as well. This is an amazing essential oil. It's a hardy tree. It's one of the most hardy, maybe in Australia, it's got a bit of a reputation for, and has some amazing qualities that we're going to explore in this video that will benefit you body-wise, mind-wise, and spirit-wise. There are two major chemical components that actually make up Rosalina. The first one is linalool. Now linalool is what we find in things like lavender and magnolia and bergamot, all these oils that are renowned for being really relaxing and great at night. The other thing that's in Rosalina is something called 1,8-cineol, also called eucalyptol, which is found in eucalyptus, which I find is really great for the respiratory system. So where I love Rosalina is it's calming and relaxing, but also helps with breathing. So I love popping it in the diffuser or rubbing it on my chest before I go to bed at night, because at night we want to relax, we want to let go and all that type of thing. And we also want to breathe and fill our lungs with nice refreshed air as well. So this is where Rosalina is definitely at its best. When it comes to anything for me, respiratory or rest, that's where I go for Rosalina. It's like 3 hours really, isn't it? Now also, aromatherapists in Australia will often use Rosalina as a bit of alternative. Now lavender, which is similar to Rosalina in its effect because of linalool, is, it's a bit polarizing. Some people love it, some people not so much. So Rosalina is an alternative. Also, because of the soft nature of Rosalina's aroma, it can be a really nice alternative to eucalyptus and tea tree as well. So whether you're using tea tree on your skin or whether you're using eucalyptus to support your respiratory system, Rosalina offers a gentle alternative as well. So where do I use Rosalina? In my diffuser at night time, on my chest at night, whenever it's nice to clean with because of its great products in that way, and it's also really great on the skin, I find. A really great time to reach for Rosalina is when you're studying or learning something, because when we're studying, sometimes there can be a lot of stress involved. Maybe you've got some exams coming up, but Rosalina helps relax us. But at the same time, it also has this real centering effect, so it allows us to pay attention to whatever we're doing as well. So it's a really nice one for centering us and allowing us being able to handle whatever we're doing and waking up the mind. Now, emotionally, it can be really good for helping us let go of emotions that are weighing heavy maybe on our heart or on our lungs. So things like grief or anger or frustration, all those types of things. And all I recommend is just pop a drop of Rosalina on your hands, breathe it in, and as you breathe out, just start to let that go. Remember, as we breathe and take deeper breaths, it communicates with the rest of our body how we're doing. Rosalina sends that message to our body to relax, it's okay, and to open up again. If we become closed off from experiences, then Rosalina helps us to open up as well. In fact, Rosalina is really powerful in helping us overcome fear of doing things for the first time. Often we can feel nervous about, showing off a new talent or something that we've just learned and we're not too sure how to do it, or even if it's just trying anything for the first time. This is where Rosalina kind of gives you this comfort to take a deep breath, feel the fear, and do it anyway. So it can be a really great one at boosting your confidence and helping you to actually expand your horizons as well. When it comes to your belief systems, often we like to believe this is true, and even if there's other evidence coming in, we don't look at that because that might shake us a little bit. But Rosalina allows us to really relax into and look at different things and be a bit more, flexible with our opinions, to be open to taking on other information that might actually prove us wrong once in a while. And hey, if we're wrong, it doesn't matter. We just change our mind. We've realized that we've got some more information and we continue on with life in that way. So if you tend to be rigid or stuck in old ways that are no longer serving you, whether it be a belief system, whether it be a habit, then Rosalina is a really nice one to bring in a bit of a gift to help you be a bit more flexible in the mind. If Rosalina could give us a gift, that gift would be malleability. Now, there are other essential oils that help us during times of change to give us strength and resilience and to kind of grin and bear it. But Rosalina is different because of its connection to those swampy areas where it grows, that kind of watery flowing energy. It really helps us to be malleable with our approach. Those that are able to adapt to different circumstances, change as things change, are going to evolve and going to thrive. Hey, Darwin would agree with me. And so this oil will help you to do that. It's a really great one for when there are changing times. 2020 is a very changing time, and we can either try and do what we've always done, or we can evolve. And this is where Rosalina is really going to help us. Now, Rosalina has these beautiful white bottle brush kind of flowers, and so any plant that has white flowers is connected to the moon. Rosalina is an amazing essential oil to work with on the full moon, especially if you live in Australia. Remember how I was just saying it helps us to be malleable and flexible? Well, it allows us to bring some change into our lives. Often on a full moon, we'll make a wish or a prayer or do some working to bring some change into our life. And then we sit there waiting for it to happen. But remember that great saying that we must be the change we want to see in the world? Well, working with Rosalina will help bring insight on what we need to do to become a vibrational match to the new desire that we want. If we do what we've always done, we're going to keep getting what we've always got. But Rosalina will go, if I want an increase in income, maybe I need to do this. If I want a different type of partner, maybe I need to do this. That type of thing. Really amazing in that way. Now, also, being part of the Melaleuca family are great for cleansing space as well. So put a bit of Rosalina in a little spray bottle and you can spritz it over your aura to get rid of anything that's not serving you, or you can actually use it to cleanse space as well. So Rosalina is going to help you change, get rid of what doesn't serve you, and bring in some exciting new things, especially around the full moon. When it comes to the chakras, I find Rosalina is really good for the third eye chakra. Now, the third eye chakra brings in our intuitive information and our intellectual information and allows us to adapt and change our lives. How well we work with our intuition and our intellect shows how well we thrive, how well we adapt and are able to handle different situations. And Rosalina helps us to do that. As I said in this video, it helps us to study and concentrate and remain calm. It allows us to adapt when changes are in our life, and it can help with our intuition during the full moon because of its connection to the moon as well. So whenever you need to get a grasp of what's happening and work out how to handle a situation well, put a bit of Rosalina on your third eye chakra, pop it in the diffuser, or just breathe it in as you meditate or contemplate something, and it can be really supportive in that way. Of course, Rosalina is an amazing essential oil by itself, but you can also blend it with other essential oils to bring out different properties. Now, as I said, it's a great substitute for lavender, but you could also mix it with a bit of lavender at night to make a really restful blend. Or if you want to kind of support your respiratory system, with eucalyptus would be a really great blend as well. I also mentioned that Rosalina is a great study oil, so try our blend of Rosalina, rosemary, clementine and lime. Pop that in the diffuser, and that will really help to pay attention, focus on what you're trying to remember, and to help you relax and stay in that present moment as well. What you could do is actually put that in the diffuser, and then once you finish studying, turn it off, and if you have to recall that information at a later date, bring that back, and it will actually help you. It'll make an aromatic anchor or an aromatic memory, and you'll be able to bring that back on that information, and it will help with recall in that way as well. Now, I also like to create some nice Australian blends, mixing all the oils from Australia together. So try Rosalina with eucalyptus radiata and lemon eucalyptus, also known as lemon scented gum. Mix those three together. It's a really nice, refreshing aroma. Or I've wanted to kind of create the aroma of walking through the Australian bush. So try blending Rosalina, Buddhawood, and 1 drop of peppermint. And it has this really kind of earthy, moist, kind of like you're walking through the bush on a winter's day in Australia, which is kind of like the weather here at the moment as well. So Have you tried blending Rosalina with something? I'd love to hear about your experience with it. There's been some amazing ones. I heard another one recently of mixing Rosalina, Manuka and Roman chamomile, and that really helps when the air is dry, and it helps to kind of bring a bit of moisture back to our breathing and back to the room and the area wherever you may be as well. If you have got a great blend, pop it in the comment section below and we can all give it a try. Nature has so many gifts that we can work with so that we can get the most out of our lives. And so when we're working with essential oils, why not bring in a crystal that will help to enhance and bring in a similar energy? The crystal that I reach for when I'm working with Rosalina is this beautiful one here. It's called ocean kyanite. It's a teal blue color. So normally we see it more of an indigo, whereas this one is actually commonly found in Australia as well, and helps us to be a bit more fluid and not take on everyone else's opinions and be able to think for ourselves, change our minds and do different things in the way of trying different things in our life as well. The animal guide that I call on to kind of bring in the wisdom when I'm working with Rosalina is the platypus. Now, platypuses are very much associated with that dreamlike state, listening to our intuition and navigating their way. They can navigate their way through very muddy waters. So when things are muddy and clear and changing and we're not sure what to do, Rosalina and platypus can help us to navigate our way. Now, astrologically, those white flowers connect Rosalina to the moon, and also because of its connection to water and growing near swampy areas, it would be connected to Neptune as well. So thus Cancerians and that loving kind of nurturing energy, as well as that Piscean energy of that kind of opening up to the magic of the world, is very much connected to Rosalina. Now, remember, when it comes to essential oils, not all essential oils are the same. So you want to make sure that you're finding a pure therapeutic grade essential oil, that it's coming where it should be coming from in the world, and that it's distilled and doesn't have any adulteration to it. If you'd like to know more about where to get pure essential oils from, my details are below. I'd love to have a chat to you and let you know. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.